Hello everyone, my name is Yusuf. Welcome to our video presentation about our group project. This project is designed to manage a collection of movies, letting users to add or remove, to interact with add or remove movies to your watch list, and interact in another way with the movie database through a GUI, graphical user interface. So let's get started. This project consists of several key components, each serving a specific purpose. We have classes for movies, users, movie database, and obviously movie GUI for user interaction. Our movie class represents a movie entity. It has attributes like title, director, release year, and running time. This class encapsulates the basic information about the movie and provides methods for getting and setting these details. Moving on to the user class. User class represents system user. Users can register, log in, and maintain a watch list of movies they plan to watch. The class also handles serialization. So each user gets like every user data is saved into a separate file, serialization file. As you can see, Yusuf, user, Javid, Afsana, and obviously, yeah, testing once, user, user, uh, yeah, testing once. Uh, Moving on to the movie database. The movie database class is crucial for managing our movie collection. It's one of the most important files in this project. It loads movies uh, from an external file called movie database.txt, movie db.txt. Right now we have three movies. We can obviously add more, and they are all separated by comma. So the details are separated by comma. As you can see here, this is the method the one we use for loading movies from database. So it gets the lines from the file and then separates each line by comma. So we have like three lines, and every detail is separated by comma. The first part is title and title and the director, and then release year, running time, and that's how it's sorted in the GUI too. It Yeah, as I said before, it loads it loads movie data from an external file called moviedb.txt when we just run the code. So it lets us interact with the movies more comfortably. It also provides functionalities like sorting movies, getting details, or adding or removing movies from your watch list. Moving on to movie GUI, this is one of the most fun parts for me. Uh, this class, this Java file in general, serves as a graphical interface for users. It handles user authentication, provides a search functionality, and displays movie details. Users can add or remove movies from their watch list, and they can sort movies in any way they would like to, and they can even calculate total running time. Now let's run the code so we can have a better view of what all this is about. As you can see, uh, we have two options when we just run the code. We have login, we have register. So let's start with register. For example, let's call this PP2, for example. Register. Now we just, as you can see, there is this file called PP2WL, which means the PP2 watch list serialization file. Now if we log in, we can see this. As you can see, we have three movies. So if we want to add one of the movies to our watch list on the right, we can also press this to calculate the running time of all the movies we have. It's 395 minutes, as you can see. So, for example, I want to add Deadpool to my watch list. I search movie, as you can see. I press add to watch list. I get this message: movie added to watch list Deadpool. As you can see, it's here now. And even if you look here, movie content Deadpool by this and that person. Now, if you want to remove this from your watch list, you press this, remove from watch list, removed from watch list, and now look, it's empty. It gets removed. And you can do it with any other movie too. Movie Fight Club, for example. Add to watch list, add it to watch list. As you can see, remove from watch list, remove from watch list. As you can see, it's empty. Now let's run it again so I can show you the login without registering. So that I can show you that all the information is saved. Login, as you remember, PP2, PP2. Login. As you can see, it's here. Even look, let me add a movie to watch list so I can show you that it's saved. Back up, as you can see, I close it, I run it again. Login, PP2, PP2. Login, it's here, as you can see. And we can still move it. And even look, it was empty, right? Now if we log in to another account, for example, my account, as you can see, okay, it didn't have any movies, but sure, let me add a movie here. Let me add a movie. Add the watch list. We have added the movie to the watch list. Now, if I run it again and I log into another account, TP2, TP2, it's empty. But if I log in back to my account, it's here. This is what this is about. Uh, Obviously, overall in the code, I used Stream API. As you can see, I also use Lambda expressions. I also use collections so that it's much more effective and much more optimized. Me and my teammates will try to keep it as tidy as we can. You can see a warning here, but the day we get will submitted, we will probably not have we will probably won't have we won't probably have these warnings there. Yeah, so that's probably it. Uh, in conclusion, I would like to say uh, this movie database project just shows the use of OOP, I mean object oriented principles, and Swing, I mean graphical user interface development using Swing. It allows users to manage obviously and interact with the movies. You can add movies to your watch list. You can calculate the total running time. You can sort the movies. Yeah, and maybe this can even be a foundation for something even bigger. But yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, my name is Afsana. Today I'd like to share with the video related to our project. And my first responsibility was dealing with the sign in and login part. So as you know, as you asked for, we utilize the GUI technology, graphical user interface technology, to create some sort of user-friendly interface, at least a simple UI presenting. I've already run the code for you, presenting simple login and register buttons. So when the user clicks to the register button, their information, they actually, when they fill out the sections, their information stored in the txt file here, user txt file. And if you are existing user, it finds the related information from the txt file. If you correctly fill the pair. Now let's go to the technical aspects of the code. I open the user.java class. Here in the user class, in user class. We it is asked. The constructor sets the user with a username, password, and initially the empty watch list. The register method, which is here. By the way, I have here the comments, so actually you can read the comments too. It also helps. In the user class, specifically register method, take care of the creating a new user, saving its details to the database, and then returning the user object. And the login method. Let's talk about login method. It verifies the user credentials against the stored database, load from the database, providing a good login experience. I guess Yusuf already talked about the save watch list, the other methods, but in this section I will specifically focus on the sign in and login part. Let's dive into the graphical interface class here. Firstly, you have the show login or register screen method, which create a panel with two buttons, login and register. These button helps us to show the user the required information. Now come to the show register screen. Here we design the panel with a grid layout, a simple look. Users are required to give their username and password. Here you can all see everything: register panel, username, and password. When the register button is clicked, it captures the input, create a new user with the user register method, save to their watch list, and let me just show you. Let's say Asana 123, and it comes to the login page. Moving to the login screen method. Similar to the registration screen, it prompts the enter the credentials, and again get the information, and then prompts it. If it's asked components, asked information, it will directly open the main page. But if it's not, it will prompt a text. Let's say, yes, invalid username and password. Now let's shift out focus to the other things that I've done in the project. So about total running time calculation, I'm just logging into the system. It opens like that, very simple system. Within the sorting panel here, you will see the calculate total running time. You will see the sort by title, sort by release date, and the total running time. When you click it, it just shows you the minutes. It involved creating, it's actually here within the sorting panel. Yes, creating sorting panel. This involved creating calculate total running button. Yes, calculate total time button actually. And when it's clicked, it triggers an event that calls a method to fetch the total running time from the movie database. You'll see here, movie database. The result is displayed in the text area you are seeing here. Generally, this is the simple thing. About general the product, we all helped to fix the errors And eventually I wrote the Javadoc documentation to add some sort of comments to the system. You can check it out. And then lastly, we all added some movies just to have more movies to just see see it better. And generally, that's how we worked. Thank you for watching.
Hello everyone, my name is Javid and I would like to talk about the code that I wrote and the changes that I did. I would like to start from the remove from the watch list part. You can see there in the old version the title was removed from the watch list, was retrieved directly from the search text file, but in the new version the title is obtained from the watch list JList, which is assumed to be a JList containing movie title. This select index of the JList is used to get the selected title, and then you can pay attention on the old version that they get movie details method of the movie database was used to retrieve a movie object based on the title entered in the search text file, but in the new version the movie object is created directly using the title obtained from the watch list JList. This assumes that the part of the code current user dot remove from the watch list method requires a movie object as a parameter. Then, in the old version, the catch block for movie not found exceptions simply display the generic movie not found message that you can see. But in the new version, the catch block for movie not found exception now displays an error message that includes the specific message obtained from the exception. Then in the new version, if no movie is selected from the J list, a message is displayed asking the user to select the movie from the watch list. And the last one is that the option pane message had been updated to provide more informative feedback. In the old version, the message included movie remote from watchlist, along with the movie title. In the new version, the message included error, followed by the specific error message in the case of a movie not found exception. It was the first part of this file. Now I would like to talk about this part. You can in old version the remove method was used to remove the specified movie from the watch list. This method relies on the equals method of the movie class to determine equality. In the new version, the remove if method is used with a lambda expression to remove the movie from the watch list based on the case incentive title match. This approach is more flexible as it allows for removal based on a custom condition, and this change ensures that the movie is removed from the watch list based on the case instead of title match rather than relying on the equals method. And now I would like to talk about other part of my work. I create the file movie db.txt. One second, please. Yeah, I would like to start talking about this part. In the old version, the movie database was created without specifying the file name of the movie database, and the assumption was there might be the full file name used internally by the movie database class. But in the new version, the movie database constructor is provided with a specific file name. I called movie db.txt. This indicates a modification in the movie database. Class supports specifying a file name with creating an instance of the database. Um, the rest of the main method appears to be the same in both versions, with the creation of the authentication user and checking if the authentication was successful. The modification is primarily related to the initialization of the movie database instance. Then we can come to this part. Um, in a In an old version, the movie database was initialized with an empty hash map, and movie were added later through the add movie method. In the new version, the constructor now takes a database file name as a parameter, and load movies from the database method is introduced to read the movie from a file and populate the movie map during the database initialization. And in the new version, they load movies from database methods added to read movie information from a file, movie.db.txt, and populate the movies mapped with movie objects. Um, in the new version, a database file is introduced to store the file name of the movie database. This file is used in the load movies from database methods to specify a file path with reading from the database file. Um, Now it's a last part. Yeah, in the new version of the moviequeue.java class, there is removal of the movie database instantiation with the main method. And in the old version, the main method installed a movie database object before creating a user object and initializing the queue with the both of the users and the database. And in the new version, the movie database instantiation is removed from the main method, and it's assumed that the movie queue class is either using the pre-existing instance of movie database or obtaining it from elsewhere. Uh, and the change suggestions that the movie database instance is expected to be created or provided outside of the movie queue class, allowing from more flexibility and managing the database instance. That's all part of my work. Thank you for listening, and that's all.